So our next aesthetic is the retro revival aesthetic,
Yes.
and I am really curious about this one.
Well, I love retro revival.
Okay.
In the city of San Antonio, we have a lot of specific areas that are, in fact, retro houses that have been revived. And so we'll see a lot of these types. So think Dignity Hill, Denver Heights, all of those types of places. So you're gonna go in there and see some very traditional architecture, very traditional layouts. And so when a smart investor flips those homes, they are looking toward this type of style.
Okay.
But maybe you're building a new home and you just like that kind of style. Let's talk about what that looks like. So once again, we're going fairly neutral with the flooring options. This can also be in the shower. I love this right here. This is such a great, striking option.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
It is fantastic. Yeah. And so this would look particularly great if you had a grout that was thin and that was matching the body, so that there's not a lot of contrasting grout lines.
True. Yeah.
I love that. Now, the cabinetry, it's gonna be largely pretty simple. The exception is this piece at the top, which is a beveled shaker cabinet. Notice the color though. This delicious olive green color paired with this black hardware. It just screams about a different time, right? And so those types of color contrasts, those are great. Maybe you're not feeling totally bold and you do your main cabinets in an oak finish, but maybe you have a contrasting island here.
Ooh, yes.
That would be great, right?
I can picture that.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, you don't have to go all in on the green, but green is a very big trend right now, and it also is bringing back trends from the 70s, actually. 70s,
Interesting.
70s
Okay.
and early 80s was where we saw this olive green. They used to call it avocado green.
That's right.
So,
that's right. Yeah.
that is coming back into play. We've got this tile right here, which is, it's a terrazzo type of tile.
Okay.
And terrazzo was historically a very popular tile, think mid-century modern homes.
Right.
But they have started creating terrazzo look tile that's a fraction of the cost of the original terrazzo, but it still gives you that fun look. For the faucets, notice the black that we've got featured here. That is very quintessential retro revival. You're gonna see a lot of that, as well as the black that is featured in the light fixtures here. So think diner type features, or you know, some fixtures that you might see in your grandma's house or something like that. So other than that, we've got a lot of neutrals. We've got a subway tile here, but we've got some bevel on it.
I love it. I really do.
So it makes it interesting. Yeah. It's not the plain white subway tile. It does give you some interest.
This really allows, I don't know, more longevity of people being interested in what you have in your home. That's the best way I can explain it, versus just the normal subway tile. I love it.
Absolutely. Where it comes to cabinetry, of course, we've got our rich brown and our olive green. Some people are pulling in the gray again. Now imagine this with a Escher type of tile, and we're going more mid-century modern with that. So there's some wiggle room in this style, and so it largely depends on what types of things that you are attracted to and what types of finish that you'd like to emphasize. But there's a lot of high contrast and interesting patterns in this.
It seems to me that of the ones that we've gone over so far, this seems to be the one that's more flexible with what options you may have that can still be within this aesthetic, right?
Absolutely. There are some people who are going to go all in on granny chic because it's their house and they can do what they want. There are other people who just want little, you know, touches of that quintessential vintage appeal throughout the home. So there is a lot of flexibility, and many times that choice as to how hard you want to dive into this is going to be dependent on whether or not this is your forever home or whether or not you're thinking in terms of resale.
That's a good thinking.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're headed on to the next one. Don't worry, we've got more to come.